Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
You are Melody, is it Meshy? Mesh.
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Mesh was previously here, entered a plea of guilty to the third-degree felony offense of forgery, as well as the third-degree felony offense of unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. I've received the pre-sentence report as well as a supplement that was provided with regard to some more specifics on those Louisiana cases. Did everyone receive that?
I have not received the supplement, Your Honor.
Y'all didn't?
It's fine, yeah.
Well, they should have. Was it emailed to them? The supplemental thing would have been emailed to them or something, right? There's a supplemental report. No, it was sent after the PSI.
No, but usually they attach it to
Nope. Okay, we need to just make sure they get those. It shows that it just kind of clears up some of those records unavailable ones on the PSI from November 9th of 2011, which isn't really on there, so I'm not real sure where this came from. There was, well, maybe it's the, oh, that's when she pled no contest to the OWI, operating while intoxicated. 6 months in jail, mostly suspended, 24 months probation. Probation was revoked June 20th of 2013, ordered to serve the 6-month sentence. And then there was a OWI third offense that she pled to October 24th of 2012. Got probation, it was revoked, requiring her to serve the full 3-year term back in 2013. Couple other things that have to do with driving, but those are the main ones that are, looks like, weren't available on this. So, other than that, has everyone, any other additions or corrections to that report? Mr. Rojas?
Not communications.
Ms. Delfino?
Judge, I know Mr. Briley's PSIs is that always are very extensive and thorough. I have a little hesitation with the defendant's comments in her section about taking responsibility. I don't really believe she was just kind of innocent bystander as she claims to be. I think the nature of the offenses and my read of them do justify probation that the court agrees, but the reason for the straight offer was obviously criminal history and maximum time allowed, or whatever the court thinks is appropriate.
And I have spoken with Ms. Mesh about those comments, Your Honor. She's, as far as the counterfeit goes, she's aware that the person she was with had that kind of history. She's aware that there were those documents inside the car. She should have known.
It wasn't just documents, the printer was in the car.
The equipment, yes, ma'am, the equipment that was in the car.
I mean, you can't act like you don't know that's going on if the printer and the counterfeit bills are in the car and you're passing them. Goodness gracious. Like I need to start today over. I mean, so Ms. Mesh, I don't know how long you've been sending it in here. Obviously, it's extremely disturbing to me. Number one, your criminal history. Number two, the fact that you're not taking responsibility for this at all. Even if it wasn't your idea, you're not taking any responsibility for it. And it makes no sense when you're in the car with the printer, with the bills, you go into stores, you're trying to pass the bills in the stores, and you're saying, well, I was just in the car and he put the gun in my purse and he did all that stuff and I didn't really know about it.
Yeah, that's not exactly right.
That's not right. So tell me what's right. Because you pled guilty under oath the other day.
I knew the gun was there, and I knew he did counterfeit. But I didn't think all the money he gave me was counterfeit. I really didn't.
Did you think some of it was counterfeit?
I'm sure, yes ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, just take the responsibility. You know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
It's not going to make it better for you to try to diminish it at this point. It's done. You pled guilty to it.
Yes.
It just makes it worse. If you stand in front of me and try to say, well, I didn't really, I mean, yes, you knew some of it, if not all of it, was counterfeit.
Yes, ma'am.
He's printing it in the car. Jeez. How long has she been in jail? Okay. Where will you live if I let you out on probation?
I live in Lebanon.
I mean, I'm guessing you must have lived in Louisiana most of your life. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
And then you moved over here?
Yes. I've been in other states, but I stayed in Lubbock, Texas for about 3 years. And my grandson now is an equipment operator and he's doing work down here. My daughter does cancer treatments in Houston.
I saw that. So you live with your niece and grandniece and no?
Yes, ma'am. Which she just had surgery too.
And all those things, I feel for everybody else in your family, but I mean, you're the one who got yourself here, you know? Okay. I'm going to find, Ms. Mesh, that you previously entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. I'm going to find in cause number 24, DCCR 2378, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the third-degree felony offense of forgery. I'm going to sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections, but probate that and place you on probation for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Clause number 25, DCCR 0134, find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of unlawful possession of a firearm by felon. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 10 years in prison, but I'm going to probate that for 10 years. You're ordered to pay a $500 fine and to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. If you do everything you're supposed to on these probations, then for all practical purposes, your case here in court is over. And you'll be able to serve your 10-year term while you're out on probation. The other side to that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, and I want you to understand that means any condition. This is the second time I've said this today, and I feel like I might say it more. You will be on zero tolerance. Your criminal history doesn't really, on paper, you don't look like you should be given this opportunity. I trust Ms. Malfino, her look at the case. I'm going to go follow the agreement, but I want you to understand that if you don't take advantage of this opportunity and do everything you're supposed to, you're going to be right back in here and you're going to be facing those 2 10-year sentences that you've already agreed to. Do you understand? I'm handing you in each of your cases the trial court certifications that shows these were agreements that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I have also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Obviously, you already know this, but I'm required to read this to you. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Mr. Rojas. All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You can go back with the bailiff. Okay.